Hey, it's Mike at Okanagan Overlanding, and we are going on a little family camping trip for a couple of nights, just locally, nothing too serious, but it's going to be the first time that we've done 3 kids, 2 adults, the dog, fridge, in the Jeep, no other vehicle. Sometimes we take a second vehicle with the bikes and that, and our trailer. So we will be utilizing our Woolly Bear from Tax Outdoors, which right now is like a storage place for everything that kind of camping Jeep stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out loading everything in, use the roof rack on the Jeep for all of our personal belongings, get as much onto the trailer as possible. Our plan is to head out tomorrow, which is Tuesday. So today I'm just going to get everything prepped up, try and get everything so it has a place, and so we can head off tomorrow as soon as the rain stops. So here's a little bit of video on that prep and how it went. So this is our little overland trailer. It's the Taxa Woolly Bear, and Taxa Outdoors Woolly Bear. And we've got it's not a Tepui tent on it. We've actually got a Wild Coast tent up top. But the cover that comes with the Wild Coast is too small. It barely fits over it. So we ordered a Tepui one, and it works great, but it's not a Tepui tent. Then we've got this whole deck area here, which we could put the paddle boards on. I don't think we're going to bring the paddle boards this time. We've got our barbecue, our campfire, and then over on the side there, the gray is a gazebo type thing for shelter. We've got our sticker collection. Propane tank, which has a little bit of propane left in it, and the actual tank has expired. It's 10 years. I don't remember it being that old. I took the awning, my Nomad Overland awning off the Jeep, and I've put it up on here, and it works pretty good. And yeah, so maybe I'll do a review of this when we get to camp, but it's pretty good. We fit a lot of stuff in it. So right now my goal is, you can see I've got on the Jeep out there, I've got the Rhino Rack awning, and our goal is to use these right here, these bins. We got some of the Outdoorsman trunks, Canadian Tire, got 3 of those, 1 big one and then 2 of the medium-sized ones. And then I've got some wolf packs, front runner wolf packs. So the goal is to put the 3 green bins, trunks on the roof, and 3 wolf packs on the roof, and everything else on the trailer is the goal. This is kind of a bit of a dry run for a trip that we've got coming up in around our August long weekend here in BC, where we're going to be gone on the road for 7 or 8 days. So again, with the 5 of us, the dog, the Jeep, not a second vehicle, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of just doing a bit of a test fit to make sure that can fit everything, and we're not taking stuff that we don't need. I've taken stuff out over the years off this trailer that just sits in there we don't use, but it holds so much that we end up taking stuff. And yeah, anyways, we've got to weed some of that stuff out, and that's kind of what I'm going to take another look at today as I'm packing everything. Okay, just a little update. Basically, so this is our side compartment. It's on the driver's side of the trailer, and we put propane, we put our mats, we put our chairs. This big thing right here is the annex for the rooftop tent. So that's all good and in there. We've got our portable toilet. You'll see on the tent and on the trailer, it's got stabilizers, 4 stabilizers, which is awesome. We've put in the extra propane tank in here, and then we've got a jug of water. I'm gonna figure out what else I'm gonna put in there. Up top, I've already mentioned that, and I'm probably, one of the hardest things when it comes to camping with a family is bedding. Bedding takes up so much room. So this is 5 sleeping bags. I can't even get the lid shut. It snapped actually. So one day we're gonna have to upgrade to smaller sleeping bags. So this here is a slide out for a cooler or a fridge. My fridge doesn't fit because only tiny fridges fit there. So I've got a Grizzly, and this is gonna be our drinks in there. And then this is the galley here. So stove, dishes, everything you think of that you need for a kitchen. And then down here, this is all of our dry food. We've got all of our bathroom stuff there. And yeah, and then up top, I actually took our bathroom tent, and we've got a ground tent for the girls, and I just stuffed them into the Tepui bag on top of the rooftop tent. It's a bit tight, but it gets them out of the way. And you'll see here, I'm just charging the battery for the trailer. Trailer, we got lights in the back. You can see light up there. There's LED lights throughout the trailer. I'll show that as well. So the next hard thing is just figuring out, my thoughts were everyone would have a box. So, but you can see the mats because 3 of the kids are going to be on ground tents. In ground tents, one will be in the annex, and the mats take up so much room. So we do have some smaller ones coming, but I don't know if they're going to get here today or not. And then of course, you go and throw in something like a sleeping bag, and the idea was for each person to have their own box, but so they just grab it, it's got their clothes, their sleeping bag and everything in it, but don't know if that's going to work. So, and there's one kitchen one there. I would like to get rid of that, but we'll see. Okay, it's camping day. It's the morning, the kids are going to do some schoolwork for a couple hours. It's 8:30 right now, and or just before that. And I'm just going to start loading everything up. So we have done not a bad job this is the first time we're going to be, like I said, all going out into just in the Jeep and using the roof rack for all of our storage for clothes and stuff and recovery gear. So I'll just show you what that looks like right now. So in the back of the Jeep, we'll have our Chili Moose 52-liter fridge, freezer. It's just got to put our meat in there. Got tons of room in there. So this is our vegetables, eggs. We got dog food. Yeah, it's pretty good. And that'll be connected to the Jeep 12 volt, and then also to our AimTom 540 watt solar generator, which will be also connected to that right there is the solar panel. So here is all of our bins. So I'm taking the recovery tracks just in case we do some wheeling. I've got my compressors in the Jeep under the seat. Got a recovery box, got some kids' toys. There's a bit of a kitchen box there, which eventually I would like to be able to get that stuff inside the trailer. And then that's Corey and I, that's our bin right there. And then Ty's bin with his sleeping bag. And then the girls' bin. So this has got their everything but Corey and I's sleeping bags. This has got clothes, sleeping bags, pillows, everything. So into 3 bins basically for the 5 of us, which I think is pretty good. And then of course, the ever important dog food. Got to figure out where that's going to go. Okay, all packed and ready to go. There's Ty lurking in the garage. We got all our bins up top. And we've got trailer connected, bikes on. Hey, so we're on the road. All 5 of us and the dog. There's Ty, Carmen. There's Carmen, sporting her Okanagan Overlanding hat and top. And Jamie's back there. Jamie. Right there. and Corey, who doesn't want to be on video, even though it would help to get female viewers. Anyways, we're on the road. There she is. Well, here we are in Summerland, BC, Okanagan Lake, North Campground, provincial campground. We are, it's first family camping of the 2020 camping season, so we stayed close, a couple hours from home, and just to test out, trying to set up, have everything with us in just the Jeep and the trailer, and so far so good. It looks like we built kind of like a little village here. Yeah. Playing sorry? Yeah. You each are playing being two?
Yeah. I'm red and yellow and she's green and blue.
Oh.
Do you want to go first?
Well, we were just taking a walk down to figure out where the beach is and the pet beach, because got to make sure we don't take Loki somewhere where he's not supposed to be. But so we saw the sign for the pet beach, and here we go. Here's the lake. Loki.
What? It was a tick? No! I have no socks on right now. We don't have...
Ready?
Good boy. Oh, good boy, Loki. You did it. Good puppy.
What are they doing? What are they doing? Good boy. So it's Wednesday morning. We had a good night last night. It was warm, and it didn't rain last night. It rained yesterday, so we have not had many camping trips where it hasn't rained, so that's okay. Today's beautiful. It's about 8 o'clock. We're gonna have some breakfast burritos, and then we gotta go into town because our youngest has a video call with her teacher, because even though it's almost summer, school's still in. And then we'll come back, probably grab a coffee while we're there, and Grandma and Grandpa are coming to the camp for lunch, and for the rest of the day we'll just hang out around here. We've got the lake right behind me there, and we've got there's a hike that we can do that we'll probably go and do. Girls will probably ride their bike some more, and really just kind of relax for our first family outing of the year. So let's go start some breakfast. Our favorite camping breakfast. Breakfast burritos. Is it good?
Yeah.
What's your favorite camping breakfast?
Breakfast sausages.
And there's breakfast sausages in there. Okay, so I just wanted to talk for a few minutes about my fridge and power setup. Predominantly it's for the Jeep. I don't do the same. I have a separate battery and everything in the trailer. Can do that another time. So with the Jeep, I've got a Chili Moose 52 liter fridge freezer, portable freezer, and I've got the AIM Tom Power. It's a 540 watt hour solar generator. It's called the Raptor, and I've got it hooked up to an AIM Tom Power Solar Pal 100 solar panel. So just gonna take a look at it. I've used it probably 3 or 4 times now, and I just kind of was paying more attention to how the power was working on it today. And so basically this morning with running it overnight on the AIM Tom, it dropped from 100% down to 78%. And so today I've got it hooked up to the solar panels, and we will see how long it takes for it to get back up to 100%. It's already at 82%. And it's only been running for about 10 minutes. And we're sitting right now with cloudy with sun, so kind of a mixture. Okay, so right now I've got the solar panel up on top of the roof of the Jeep on the Rhino Rack Pioneer platform, and then I just got the solar power generator sitting in the back here at the Jeep. Normally we put the dog right there next to the fridge, and this is the Chili Moose fridge. So here's our fridge, and I've got it set to be at 39 degrees, and it is at 39 degrees right now. I've done a review, an opening of this. I haven't really done a review, but I can say right now that I'm really been happy with the fridge. It holds tons. It doesn't look like it's that big when you are just looking at it empty, but then you start putting food in it and it just swallows it all up. And we've we had frozen spaghetti sauce in there yesterday and put it kind of mid-level, about right here, and it's still frozen. We had burgers last night and they were still frozen. So I kind of learning to put the frozen foods at the bottom, and kind of, if you want to use something that night, move it up a little bit higher, because it does seem to keep things frozen right at the bottom. So, and then this is the AimTom Raptor 540 watt hour. You can see right now, fridge is plugged in, 0 watts of usage. This is usage. I'm using the cigarette 12 volt adapter right now. And we're currently showing 99 hours of operation. When the fridge compressor is running, it's using, on here it will show about 45 to 55 watts of power usage. We're not hot today. It's about 20 degrees Celsius, so not extremely hot. And then you can see here we're sitting at 84%, and the bars here are fluctuating up and down, which shows that we're getting a charge. The only thing that I would say could be improved so far on the AimTom is I wish it showed not just the bars going up and down. I wish it showed the actual volts or watts that are coming in from this power source or the charging source. It doesn't show that. That would be nice to know how efficient that solar panel is. I can tell you now that within an hour this is going to be back up to 100%, and we don't have a full sunny day, but it's going to be good. So also on the AimTom, you see we've got 2 plugins, one with a grounded, and they're all individually controlled. So when I'm running this, like if we're going to be traveling every day, I'll actually plug the AimTom into the Jeep's 12 volt outlet plug in. So I guess it's the Jeep's inverter. And then I'll plug the fridge in here. And that way, when we're driving, this is getting charged. And if we stop at all, the fridge is pulling from here, and it's just constantly charging. Then we've got 3 USB ports, including 1 quick charge and a Type-C, and they're all controlled individually here. And when you press them, it shows up down here what's being used. So right now we're just showing DC there being used, and then there's a light here as well, 3 settings on it, and then there's an SOS setting as well. And right now I've got this running up to my solar panel, and again, it's just it's out of the way up on top of the Jeep. Right there. And it's getting some good sun right now. So the other cool thing about the Solar Pal is, one, it folds up, it's nice and flat. There's a little zippered pouch on there, so the solar controller is in there. It has a USB hookup in there as well. And again, this folds in half. These straps here fold flat and Velcro. And then there's little clips. And then they also send you those hooks, so you can actually hang it vertically on the side of the vehicle, or however you want to hang it, from a tree if you want, I guess. Bear burrito. And here's dinner. Corey made some spaghetti sauce ahead of time, so it was already done. We just had to heat it up, and some noodles boiling away there. Some good spaghetti sauce with chorizo sausage in it, onions. Corey makes good spaghetti sauce. So it's the morning of day 3, well, 2 nights. So anyways, Thursday, and we got up around 7 this morning, and kind of slowly, just simple oatmeal for breakfast today, coffee. And yeah, we're going to pack up everything gradually. Girls have already packed up their tent, and we're gonna go out and we were gonna go further south to explore a little bit, but now we're thinking we're gonna go hang out at Peachland. The oldest has a conference call, school at 1 o'clock, so we want to be near Wi-Fi for him. So yeah, you know, just your average family camping trip. I think everyone had fun, everyone slept well. The dog, Loki, slept with the girls for the first time in their tent last night, and it went well. We were somewhat worried about that, but it just because he moves around a lot, but it worked out good. And yeah, so it's time to pack up, get things going. Thanks everyone for watching. If you are watching, please make sure you like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you think that the content is worth keeping on your list of watches. I'm gonna always continue to try and strive to get better content, make better content, and variety of content. And let me know if there's any comments that you have on how I can improve, things that you liked, things you'd like to see more of, and I will do my best to get there. So here we go. Let's go pack this puppy up.